Alright, so I did do some grinding off stream. Like kind of a lot. It's probably way more than I really needed to, but you know, I got some of my units up to some, you know, really much more survivable levels. Hey, Max. So actually, before I start the chapter, let me take care of some of the stuff on screen. Some of the stuff that I wanted to do. So, yeah, number of casualties means that I took the effort to grind up some of my units. Like, here's Princess Tana, because I lost one of my Pegasus Knights. She's at level 20, so I'm going to promote her right now. So as a Pegasus Knight, she gets two options. She can either become a Falco Knight, which is like, well, it's Pegasus Knight, but more. They can use swords as well as lances. So that gives them a little extra flexibility, but you know, the addition of swords is probably not that useful, all things considered. The other option is the Wyvern Knight, or excuse me, Wyvern Knight. I know it's supposed to be Wyvern, but I've always said Wyvern. I think this is basically how it was in the early Fire Emblem games. When a Pegasus Knight could promote, they didn't promote to a Falco Knight. They became Wyvern Knights, which normally would mean that they'd sacrifice their superior resistance for superior defense. In this case, they get this unique skill called Pierce. What it does is when it activates, and I forget the activation rate, your attack just ignores enemy defense. Like, just straight up forget it. Just take it out of the calculation. It's gone. Don't think about it anymore. So that's cool. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to turn her into a Wyvern Knight for this alternate playthrough. There are some differences in, you know, caps, like, you know, stat caps, but they're probably not going to factor too much into just a story-based playthrough. Let's see, did I get anything else? Mulder. Mulder was, you might recall, the healer that we got towards the very beginning of the game. A guy I didn't use because he's just kind of boring. He's just there. He's a nice enough guy, I'm sure, but I know literally nothing about him. His magic is kind of low, like he was only at 6, so I'm gonna make him a bishop so that he at least has some help against fighting monsters. I have no idea if we're going to be fighting monsters in this next chapter, but it is called Phantom Ship, so maybe? And at least he gets a little extra help in terms of magic. So that's good. What else have we got? Ross is whatever. France, I'm probably not going to use too much anymore. I'll keep naming unpromoted for now. Joshua's getting kind of close. I guess those two were the only ones I really wanted to take care of before I started. Do I want to go for Shine? I mean, I probably do. Just gonna check. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for Shine here. Look at that. He's not gonna get slowed down by it. Let me just take a look again. 11 Constitution? That's pretty beefy for a bishop. That's really beefy. So at least he's got that going for him, I suppose. Everyone else on weapons, they're mostly fine. I have had to buy kind of a lot of weapons to replace the ones I lost through grinding. But, you know, that's Fire Emblem. Alright. That's enough messing around. Let's, set sail. I'm telling you, you cannot have something called the Dark Stone in a world that has sacred stones and expect that to be a good thing. You just can't. Oh boy, is this going to be a fog chapter? I'm pretty sure I got torch stuff in the last chapter, so it wouldn't surprise me. I guess I just did so much grinding that I kind of forgot. Oh. Ah, right, that's one of the finer points of the plot that I kind of glossed over. Selena was ordered to execute Dusel, but she gave him one last chance to, like, prove his loyalty, you know, without actually telling him that he was, being sentenced to death on the spot. And then Volter came along and said, oh, you haven't killed him yet? Well, get out of here. More or less. Zalbul Marsh. Uh-oh. Dragonstone. And there are only two. Oh dear. That's kind of suspicious. Oh hey, it's Myrrh. Of course, ever the great leader, Prince Ephraim. Ah, good. A ship of monsters, and also this guy, Reeve. It was supposed to go to Rouston to destroy the sacred stone there, which I only bring up because he's like a million miles wrong of Rouston right now. Alright, well, nothing to it but to do it, I suppose. These units are basically fine, but I'll throw in Deucel instead of Garcia. My options are considerably more limited than they used to be. I should outfit Seth. Silver Sword, Steel Lance. I think that's what he had before, or at least something along those lines. That should be fine. That'll get him through the battle. Anything else? I've only got the one staff wielder, so... Alright, so it's obviously not in play right now, but you can bet that there are going to be, there's going to be some movement here. Let's see if I can... This is always a neat little trick. You can move thieves around in your formation to see, well, to see what they can see. So that mysterious ship is probably going to move around somehow. Let's finally get to it. Kind of weird that they want me to like set up my defenses when I literally have no proper idea of what I'm up against. But I'll just throw my final use of this torch staff out there. Oh yeah, whatever. Okay, so we've got some gargoyles coming in from the south. I'm gonna put Nami over here. I could probably have Tana, a newly promoted unit, around here. That's fine. I just remembered I gotta turn the animations back on. So I still want to appreciate them. Six whole experience points. That is a sign that my party is grossly overleveled. But again, I did lose at least 4 people in the last battle, so I don't mind. Okay, yeah, there we go. See, this is what I was talking about. We just moved right on up there. So let's continue on. And then not do anything else, I guess. What are they gonna do to anyone in my party? Nothing. Actually, let me check my supplies. Store, I don't need. I guess I'll take that torch out. Just in case. I ever get, like, a longbow in this playthrough yet? No? I've only got the one bow? Alright, that's fine. I'm expecting on the next turn... Oh. There's more of you. Probably should have figured that there'd be something coming up from the north, but I'm expecting on the next turn there's going to be... Yeah, there they are. Planks that allow passage between both ships. Ephraim's like, well fine, then we'll just take it. Yeah, see, 25 damage. That's remarkably more usable than what he had going before. Joshua, please. It's been a long time since we've seen Seth in action, so let's let him have some fun. You can see he still slots in pretty nicely, despite me not using him at all since the beginning of the game. I've seen people say on the internet that you could practically solo the game with Seth, which is a testament to both how good he is and how easy the game is overall. Both of which are fine in my book. Right. Numu's close to a level. I'm gonna get Colm into range. Make those numbers a little nicer. I mean, they were still perfectly fine before, but, you know. Great. Good level. Thanks. What I'd like to do is get these archers out of the way so I can have Tana come in and just wreck up shop. But I guess it's not happening just yet. Franz, why are you holding that javelin? I'm gonna give that away. Here, take that. That way, I have Amelia go in and take out the archer. And I guess I'd have to watch out for the other archer. Yeah, Deuce will just one-shot this thing. It's pretty good animation. I respect it. I'll have Tana just get better position. Ross, of course, having no problems just carving up these zombies and skeletons. Hey, Frost. We're fighting a ghost ship. I did some grinding between streams to get a lot of my units leveled up so that they could survive. So they're definitely over-leveled at this point, but you know, I did have so many casualties in the last battle that I decided it would be a good idea to make the rest of them tougher. I hear less than ideal things. So honestly, I could do some promotions right now on a few more of my units. I just haven't yet. Ah. Doing art is cool. Finishing doing art is also cool. Resting your back is even cooler. It's never too early to take care of your body. All right, I'll take it. I kind of didn't mean to commit to that, but I did. And oh yeah, that's right. I did enough grinding that Colm and Mamie got to their A-level support. So let's take a look at what that's about. How are the Crybaby Archer and the Cocky Thief going to max out their relationship? Oh, okay. And so she had something in her eye that was making her cry. I think I know what that something was. Tears. Anyways. Well, what do you know? Underneath his cocky exterior, the thief has a heart of gold. Who could have possibly seen that coming? Now, that's a really weird way to put it, but like, out of context, that's a really, really unfortunate way to put it. But maybe in context it gets a begrudging nod of approval, a tacit approval. You should not make a relationship centered around making the other person cry. That's my hot take. Oh, dang. Tough Zombie actually landed a hit. Oh, crying from laughter, okay. crying with happiness, that's fine too. There are contexts in which it's okay. And I realize that Cole means that only in those contexts does he plan on making her cry. But still, like I said, it's a bit of an unfortunate way to phrase it. Anyway, that boost, or that final support boost gives Nami like 20 crit, so mechanically it was worth doing, that's for sure. I just have to figure out how I'm gonna mop up the rest of these jerks. Okay. Go for it, Amelia. Yeah, let's get a steel axe and just one-shot this guy. Ooh, Ross is getting close to another level, and I always like to see that. Look at Seth go. Seth the dodge tank. No wonder everyone says he's so great. Seriously, he's taking these 50% odds and he's just making him pay every single time. It would not surprise me if he breaks both of his weapons at this rate. That steel lance can't be much longer for this world. Extra skill, extra speed, so... Hey, how about that? He is now even more dodgy. Oh, come on. Give Ross just one more. Just one more. Thank you, that should do it. Even if he hits, I don't care. Oh no, there are more of them. Oh, actually, no. They're friends. Oh yeah, Rennick has run away again. Alright, I heard the sound of more gargoyles, so that's less than thrilling, but, well, get wrecked. I'm perfectly capable of dealing with gargoyles, believe it or not. You know what? I can even deal with this archer. You know you're in bad shape when the thief can take you out. Okay, not a bad level for Joshua. Here we go. Just one spell, one kill. That's all it takes. Oh, for the flying eyeballs. How am I gonna deal with them? I can't imagine there are too many of them. What if I just block off the stairs in case enemies try to reappear through there? Just have Ross counterattack any attempts at magic. What if I just do that? That's probably fine. Oh, well, I guess I neglected to consider that they could go after someone who's not Ross instead. That's alright. Joshua's a big boy. He can take it. Gosler, what are you doing? Alright, anyway, let's recruit Princess La Rochelle. Oh no. Her ego has been wounded. Alright, then recruit Dazla. What do you know? Saying basically the same stuff. We'll have her move like, oh, she's got a white gem. I don't know, I don't remember if she had that before, to be honest. Let's take out this guy. Ooh. Critical, too. Beautiful. I need to be slightly careful with who is going to attack whom. This should be fine. I'd like to see Pierce activate. I guess a critical is fine too. Yeah, might as well. I get Molder to heal up our good friend Joshua. Who's closer? Joshua can get his revenge. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the monster enemy types are fun. It's nice extra bit of variety. Alright, Tana, what's your first promoted level like? HP and speed, okay. Ah, friends, I know I just moved you there, but I almost forgot you were even there. Ooh, a death goyle. Ephraim should get a little bit of the action, I suppose. There, he did something. Hooray. Is there anyone in dire need of healing? So I think I don't remember if I've covered this before while you were watching, but in this game there are branching promotions, and what Tana gets when she promotes is the option to become a Wyvern Knight. So that's what that is. Because that was originally what Pegasus Knights could promote into, was a Wyvern Knight, which came with a trade-off back in the old days. They would lose resistance and gain defense, which is, you know, whatever. In those games, enemy magic wasn't that prominent, so it was probably safe to make that kind of promotion. I decided to go with that because the rest of them could have, yes. I decided to go with it partly because of the fact that magic was more prominent in 7, but in 7, when a Pegasus Knight promoted, they became a Falco Knight, which was, you know, Pegasus Knight, but more. So they still kept their resistance. They didn't have to give that up to get stronger. So let's see here. How to best deal with what I've got going on here. That would go a long way, but also Tana's kind of hurt. And no one's close enough to actually heal her, so that's annoying. She can heal herself, but that's it. So maybe that's what I will have her do. Alright, so equip the javelin, use vulnerary. Get in this guy's face, make everyone else back off. I did a very poor job of backing everyone else off. But at least this way, all of his targets can counterattack, except for Dusel, which will actually put him in a very predictable position. But we'll just roll with this. Alright. Did not know there was another enemy there, but that's Fog of War for you. Probably should have actually taken out that one evil eye I could see. Excuse me. Mogal. Mogul? Oh well. I've made worse mistakes. Oh, I'm not sure I finished saying what I was originally planning to say, but the reason I promoted Tana to a Wyvern Knight, at least for this playthrough, this route, is because Wyvern Knights have a unique skill called Pierce, which allows their attacks to just ignore enemy defense. They do have slightly different stat caps compared to Falco Knights, and Falco Knights do gain the ability to use swords, but this isn't gonna last forever, so I'm not perfectly committing to this decision. And B, the stat caps really aren't going to make much of a difference for a story playthrough. That stuff really only comes into play for post-game stuff. I'll have Dusel just soften that boss up for me. This guy can go away. Franz says no. Holmes says no. Holmes says I got stronger. Okay, perfect. So I've got a number of ways I could choose to deal with this. What ways am I going to choose? That seems like the coolest option. Let's do it. Let's take advantage of effective damage. Get her a nice level, get her close to promoting. Still has a problem with gaining strength on stream. But oh well. All things considered, that went remarkably well. Amazing what an army of highly powered units can do. Introductions out of the way. Fade to black, explain everything. Oh, I love this. Here's Ephraim saying that the odds are embarrassingly small. The odds of success. But he's also the guy who says, I never pick a fight I don't think I can win. Got our alliance forged. He accidentally did Erica's job for her. Dive headlong into a sea of evil. Doslo, that is... I'm not trying to kink shame, but keep it to after dark.